This is the second unit that I got available. Like the other one, it had all sorts of problems before I got it all straightened out. Again, the deck has been revamped, sandblasted, repainted. I even sprung for the new stickers so it shows which one it is. Regardless, but this one has new bushing or bearings in all the spindles. Sorry, I said spindles. I meant to say pulleys, idler pulleys. The spindle's the same way though. I take those apart, replace all the bearings, or repack them. 2 out of the 3, these ones were fine. This one got a new seat just like the last one. I don't know if I mentioned that or not, but regardless. Tires on this one are about, I'd say 60%. For a residential guy, it probably lasts the rest of your life. If you're going to go commercial, you'll get 2 or 3 years out of it. I threw on a tachometer, hour meter, so you can keep track of the hours between maintenance. This one here has 3.8 hours since I rebuilt the engine. It has all new rings, seals, what else? All the new filters, regardless. But yeah, new oil change. Now this is another one that has the roll bar. But, this one's clean is all you can hope for. Like I said, I rebuilt the deck on this one. If you look closely here, like the last one, I don't know if I specified or not, these bars here that control the deck from moving left and right, I have to rebush those. They wear out. They come from the factory with grease zerks, but I swear to God, nobody greases them except once they leave the factory. A few leaves here. One of the things that annoys me the most is Toro versus the last machine was an X-Mark. They're the same companies, just made in different plants. If you notice here, there's a C plus and a C minus. This is your choke. Toro, for some reason, will not get away from this ridiculous pull choke. This wire, which you're familiar with, it goes down and makes a right turn. So there's a bend. It always wears out. In addition, it's hard as shit to activate the choke. So I said to screw that shit. You only need the choke when you go to start. So I just move it to the plus side and start the damn thing. I know. Some people might find that annoying, but it bothers me that Toro and X-Mark are the same thing. X-Mark has their shit together. Toro says, no, we're going to stay with the old vendors that are supplying these bent dick fucking choke cables. Yeah, rant over. We're moving on. But yeah, this is a nice looking rig. Gonna have to put this one out to the road for 32. There's just no way, it's just too nice. Yeah, I've been using it here all summer. But yeah, when I got it, it was an oil burner. And I found out that the rings were 20 thousandths way past spec. So yeah, it was pushing oil past the rings, right back into the intake and out the exhaust. But she was a smoker. Especially when you took it off a high idle. Man, did it smoke. It ran really good though. I was really surprised, but still, after about 6 to 7 hours, it would foul out a plug. So you'd have to replace the plug and you go back at it. And of course, using oil, So, but once you got past that, it was a good running machine. Yeah, I can't sell something that burns oil though. There's just no way you can make a dime. People look at you and laugh. So, I took the engine completely out, had completely apart, stator, magnets on the flywheel, all those things have been completely removed. Well, the magnets haven't been removed, these were still intact, but inspected to make sure they were still intact. That is one of the symptoms of these Kohler engines. Once they get hot, those magnets that are glued to the inside of the flywheel, it doesn't like the heat. These Kohler engines can really withstand a lot of heat, but those magnets, the adhesive they use, it breaks down, and then the magnets release themselves from the inside of the flywheel, and then your charging system's gone. It no longer charges. So that's probably one of the biggest things I don't like about the Kohlers. But once you learn that, it's not that big of a deal, except for the fact that you have to take the engine out and take the whole half the front end apart to fix it. But yeah, oh geez. Another good running machine. It's got a few hours on it. I guess I'm not even sure with this one. I can't hardly keep track anymore. Shoot. The true hours are 2,600 hours on the chassis, but there's only 3.8 hours on the engine after it's been rebuilt. So brand new rebuild should go for another 600 or 700 hours. If you're a residential guy, it's never gonna give you problems. Commercial guy, you're gonna get 500 hours out of it, which is probably gonna equal out to about a year, maybe to 3, depending how hard you run them, how many guys you got. So that's just my rambling that I felt like doing here. Yeah, I've been under COVID lockdown, so now that I got out to play around and finally get my hands dirty, I thought to make a video. I hope you don't mind my rambling, and I'm not editing a thing, because I got too much stuff to do that I got way behind.